Now then, here we are, me and Mutt, out on an absolutely cracking day in the Lake District. Just heading up to Stockley Bridge to get started. I'm in very lightweight gear. I've got my fell running shoes on, skinny legs out, shorts on, arm sleeves. These are for my poles, and we're going to do a bit of fast packing today. So I think we'll crack on, get ourselves up to Styhead Tarn, and then from there make a decision which way to go. But I'm fancying doing the corridor route today, get to the summit of Scafell Pike, and then from there probably work our way back and then find somewhere to camp. Obviously I'm carrying as light as possible. I could make it a little bit lighter maybe, but it's light enough for me to move quickly in the mountains, and that's the main thing. So let's get out and enjoy all this. Well, I've only just sort of started the incline, got a bit of a bead on already, but I'm going to get my poles out because I am injured, and even though I can still run, it kills me. So I need to just sort of protect myself, and having a set of poles, it's not a bad shout, it definitely helps. Ah, look at that though. We're out in it, seizing the day, just like we all should. Hey Louie, you a lad. Let's go. Go on. Well, already that is tiring. Got this stupid hair falling into my eyes. It just about tucked behind my ears, but I do have a cap just in case. But look at that, we've got this beautiful band of cloud all the way around, just sat at that one level. So hopefully later on tonight and in the morning it might settle and we'll get a proper temperature inversion, which would be beautiful. We've just passed Styhead Tarn, and if you look up there you can see we've got a lot of low level cloud which is sat in the next valley over, so hopefully we've got an inversion. Yeah, we must have. We need to get up high to see it. In fact, we might end up going through it, which will be interesting, and I'm sure it's a lot colder through that foggy section than what it is here. I am sweating buckets. Come on, Bluey. Well, we made it to the stretcher box, and on this side you can see it's getting rather white, whereas here it's nice and clear. So I'm going to stick to the main path because normally you can cut across here, but it can be a bit boggy and I don't want to get wet feet, so we'll stick to this rough, rocky path. Here we are then at the start of the corridor route, and it is looking like doom and gloom down there. It is definitely pretty eerie. We've just got a lingmel, I think it is, it's just poking her face out. Turn around here, Great Gable, pretty clear. Let's get into this soup then, and then hopefully we'll rise up out of it and be able to look down on just the most perfect white blanket. Right then, Bluey dog. The first bit of a scramble. Go on then, climb. Not so much of a scramble when you got the old four-wheel drive. Oh, look at that, gorillas in the mist. Well, we're up another step, and as you can see, it's clearing up a bit. All the way around there, got lovely sunshine pouring out of the sky. Awesome. Up above the clouds. What a place to be, eh? Beautiful. And it's getting warmer the higher I go up. Just see the misty sort of sets just still clinging to the rock face there. Yes. I'm just popping my poles away because there's a bit of a scramble around here and I don't want them sort of poking out and pushing me off the rock. And that'll do it. Right, onwards and upwards. What do you say, Bluey, eh? Oh, you're wet. Gross, eh? He worked it out. My turn now. And you can see these rocks are all pretty polished just because so many people have come down here. So they're a little bit slippy, especially with a fell running shoe on with rubber studs, because they do not like shiny surfaces. Absolutely lethal. Let me just clamber my way across here. And this is why I wanted to put my poles away, because if I had a long pole sticking out now, potentially it's just gonna shove me sideways and off that, which would definitely hurt. Whoa. There we are. Not too bad really, but worth just being mindful of. Come on. Well, we're off the corridor route now and we've joined the main path, which is like the tourist path from Wasdale, and there's quite a few people still going up. It's 3 o'clock now, so generally most people are sort of on the way back down by now, unless you're wild camping, and then you can set off late knowing that you're safe in the mountains all night. But yeah, if I turn you around you can see quite a few people up there. The last push to the summit. It's not far now, it's just very rocky, so because of that you're having to concentrate very much so on where you're putting your feet, especially with my glass ankles. But You can see all the way over there we've got an inversion. All the clouds sat down right over towards the sea and beyond. Absolutely beautiful. There we are then, we have made it to the summit of Scafell Pike with many other people. Wow, got a temperature inversion all the way around, right out to sea, and right in the distance, just over there, you can make out Scotland. Amazing. I've just come down off the summit and that was pretty special. Sat up there, lots of other people around, just sharing that moment, witnessing something just very, very beautiful. So now I am doing a bit of rock climbing, rock bouncing, rock jumping, I don't know, and I'm just making my way down towards Mickledore, which is down there, because I've got a water source there which I know about, so then we can get stocked up for water for the evening. And I'm also going to find a place to pitch the tent. Go on, Bluey. Well, what a spot. It's not perfectly flat, but that's where I'm pitching the tent tonight. And it's thanks to one of my Patreon, John. What a good lad. He randomly texted me from here whilst I was camping on one of the other mountains and asking where I was. And he said that he was on this exact spot. It's not the most perfect ground, but it's flat enough for me to sleep on. That's all I'm bothered about. The views are just out of this world. Look at that. And obviously, as you can see, I am quite on an edge here, all the way around. So I don't want to be rolling out of bed, do I? Oh dear. Let's take a seat a minute. So I thought I'd go through what I've got in this backpack. It's a 20 litre backpack, but I sort of feel I've crammed in and made it into a little bit more than 20 litres. Put it there. So starting off then, I have got a bit of luxury. That is a pillow, which if I've got space I always just add that, and that just goes with my little blow up pillow, which I just stick inside it. And I made this sock just on the outside to hold it all together. We have got some utensils, torch, filter, my GoPro box with all my camera gear in, my drone. I've got my food for tonight, which is protein lentil bolognese veggie with some pasta. So that's going to be nice. Thermarest sleeping pad, This is the Xtherm NXT, pretty small. I do have a lighter one, which is the Superlite, but because it's going to get down to potentially sort of 5 degrees tonight, I didn't really want to risk it and be cold. That's my blow up pillow. Little zip pocket in here. So this is sort of my little toiletry bag. I've got toothbrush, toothpaste, all that, some wipes, toilet paper if needed. And then, this is the chunk. So that is everything to keep me warm tonight. I've got a 4-degree sleeping bag, which is pretty small. It's got no zips or anything, so it's very lightweight. I've also got a down jacket, down trousers, and some down socks, and that just all packs into that little thing. And then finally, well, I say finally, I've got a tent. This is the Hilleberg Radj. It's well old, had it for many years. It's just a tarp tent basically with some pegs, and you use your trekking poles to erect it. What else we got in here? Water, which I've just filled up like literally 5 minutes ago. Spare jacket. I've got some leggings to put on under my down bottoms because I don't want sort of manky, sweaty legs against some beautiful down trousers. I've got a little wipe just for wiping up if needed. What else we got in here? Let's have a look. Turn this round. That is all the dog food. Keep that boy old happy. And his sleeping mat as well. I've got odds and ends, just sort of bars. There's a set of gloves in there, a hat, and Vaseline for my lips, a few extra batteries for me GoPro. And this side, oh, I've got my sunnies. That's what we need on. Let's get my sunnies on. Just taking in this last bit of sunshine. That's better. Dog lead, and I just had some baby food, which has just been a bit of a snack on the way up. And that's it. Plus the backpack, and this only weighs about, I think it's about 800 grams. So altogether, I think it's only about maybe 5 kilos, that's all. So fairly lightweight, which just meant that I can run and keep myself moving quickly through the mountains today. Anyway, time to pitch this bad boy. It does not get any better than this. This is the pinnacle. Sat here, taking in that sunset, thinking about the future of my life, contemplating where I can go, what I can do. It's a nice place, isn't it? It's a nice place, having choice to be able to do things. Definitely need to appreciate it more. And not just appreciate it, act on it. Get out, do these things, travel, see more, fill your brain up with all those memories, meet new people, just be happier. That's what it is, isn't it? It's just maximise the happiness. Such a simple thing. And I've not done bad in my life. I've always been a happy soul character, so this is just adding to it. Another string to my life's bow, and I'm going to add plenty more as well. Yes, absolute. It's an absolutely cracking spot, is this. The tent's on the edge, which is fine as long as you're not stupid and tripping over the guy lines and falling off the cliff. Ideally it'd be a better sort of flatter section to pitch on, so my night's sleep might be a little bit uneven, we'll call it, but I'm taking it. I am absolutely taking it. Just for that. Cannot beat it. I've got a couple of fells here which will be, I'm not sure, that's middle fell I think. Coming round to Scafell, which is sort of dwarfing us on this side. And if you look into the distance over here, that is great moss, and that is completely filled up with the cloud as well, which means this whole mountain is absolutely wrapped in that blanket. What do you say, Bluey Dog? He's just absolutely happy as Larry. Being out in the mountains, especially on a night like tonight where it's just so still, there's no wind and it's just peaceful. Not a voice to be heard other than me nattering on to you guys. Couldn't get any better. It could get better. I could have a couple of cans of nice beer just to sit and take all that in, but I came in with a light pack and that's why I didn't pack any. Anyway, time to get some food on, and I'm just going to sort of chill, take this last bit of light in and just enjoy it all, eh? Just enjoy it. Well, we're both fed and watered, and that is literally watered because that's all I had. No beers, which is a big shame. Not even a cup of tea. Another shame. But I can't complain after a day like today. It's been absolutely epic, hasn't it? I hope the camera has captured it as I have seen it. It never quite does it justice, I don't think, but hopefully you've got a good gist of the day. I'm tired now. Legs are pretty knackered. I've had quite a lot on it last sort of couple of days, exercise-wise. But it's good to train your body in it, so get out and do a bit more. And then the next time, it always makes it a little bit easier. Blue is absolutely out of it. He's just down there. In complete silence, and there isn't a sound, nothing outside. It's quite a dark night actually, and I can't hear a word from anywhere, so it's just nice knowing that it is just me and Mutt on this mountain enjoying this space. It's all for us. So anyway, I am ready for bed. I've got my sort of down gear on. I've got some down bottoms on and my little down boots, the down jacket, and that's just going to give me my base warmth. And then I've got a thin sleeping bag here as well, so that's just going to cover us up and make sure that I'm nice and warm for the evening. Yep. It's good to be out, isn't it? It really is good to be out. So, Blue is already laying his lug. It is time for me to lay my lug. So, we'll see thee in the morning. Take care. Morning flowers. Not a bad morning. I've got a bit of a cloud inversion still there that's just sort of like rolling its way up that valley, and I've been stood here with a beautiful Blue just taking in that sunrise. And the level of cloud here is slowly coming up, and it's actually higher than what I am at the minute, so my plan is to get myself up a bit higher just so I'm not engulfed by it. The sun's sort of having that little bit of a battle with it just to sort of show its face as well. But, as always, you're only going to be happy up here, aren't you? So I am gonna get back, get packed up and skedaddle up there, and then we'll have a look and just see what it's like. It's cold. I'm glad I've got my down gear on, just because there's a breeze coming up this way, and all that cold air that's sat beneath that cloud is just rising up and sort of hitting me full on in the face, and I can feel it. Right, we are all packed up, ready to skit. Thank you for your hospitality. We've got Bluey Dog just waiting for me up there. Get on then, come on. And I need to get back into that sunshine. Oh, bang. So there we have it. Straight away. Wow. Right, let's go. See what the rest of the day has to offer us. Oh, that's a ditcher layer. It's well up when you start working. I don't think these tights will be lasting too long either. Right, let's go. Here we are then, made it to the summit. Let's get ourselves up on this platform. Wow. Wow, literally 5 minutes later, I've now got the whole place to myself. I'm the highest person in England. And look at this. All this moisture is just rising out of the valley bottoms. Pretty much white out all that side. And I've been blessed with a Brocken Spectre. Although it's just dissipated a little bit there. You can almost make it out. But it's great because you've got these huge rings on the outside. And then you've just got me in the centre there with a bit of colour around me. Absolutely awesome. Well, that was nice, wasn't it? I've just had about an hour sat up at the summit behind me, and the clag has slowly enveloped me, as you can see, all the way around here. The sun is just trying to show a face, but losing that battle. So now we are heading back down, and we're going to work our way along towards Great End, and then from there we'll head down and get back to the van. And even though the views have been taken away from me now, it's not much of an issue because I've stuffed that brain full of many brilliant memories over the last sort of 24 hours. And that's what it's all about. Get outside so you can see these things. Anyway, as always, give the video a big fat thumbs up, and we will be bringing many more videos for you over the winter period, as always, because it's always my favourite time of year to go camping. So, from me and the beautiful Blue, I'll see you on the next one. Take care.